Diana had been single for 3 years, so she decided it was time to start a new relationship. But when she saw her date was only 4'6", she couldn't hide the look of disbelief on her face. Alexander noticed her awkwardness, so he cracked a joke about his height to cheer her up. Maybe it was his humor that won her over. She started chatting happily with this tiny man. She found out he was actually a well-known architect, and Diana used to be a lawyer. After her failed marriage, she had been living alone. As they talked, Alexander's confidence and maturity began to shift Diana's first impression, and Alexander could tell her attitude was changing, so he invited her to go somewhere fun. Diana never expected that somewhere fun meant 10,000 feet in the air. Seeing the mountains and forests below the plane, she was stunned, but then Alexander suddenly opened the cabin door. Diana's shock quickly turned into fear. She begged him to stop and take her home, but Alexander calmly reassured her that helped her slowly relax. When they jumped from the plane together, Diana felt a rush of excitement and joy. The view in the sky was something she had never experienced before. Even after they landed, she was still buzzing with adrenaline. Later, as she drove away and waved goodbye, Alexander's face lit up with joy, because it was the first time in years he felt truly accepted. In the days that followed, Diana kept thinking about the fun she had with Alexander. She couldn't help but call him, hearing his voice. She smiled for the first time in a long while. Alexander smiled too. He didn't ask why she called. Instead, he invited her to another special place. It was a hidden little bar off a quiet road. Only people in the know could get in. At the table, his charm and humor made her laugh nonstop. All her worries seemed to melt away. When their eyes met, you could feel chemistry in the air. They had clearly fallen for each other. Afterward, Alexander drove her home. At a fork in the road, he asked her a question.
Si je prends à droite, je te raccompagne chez toi, on s'embrasse et on en reste là.
Diana didn't say anything, but her smile gave him the answer. The next morning, Diana woke up to find a love letter from Alexander. She felt the sweetness of love once again. She believed they could make it work, and planned to introduce him to her parents. But when Diana's mother saw Alexander, her face showed clear disapproval. Dinner, she even brought up dwarfism loudly on purpose. Diana realized her parents didn't like Alexander, but she didn't want to end things with him. So she stayed in the relationship, torn between fear and confusion. Alexander could see her worry, so they had a heart-to-heart. Alexander didn't blame her. Instead, he showed understanding and empathy. He could feel that Diana was uncomfortable being seen with him, and he knew their height difference had become a problem. So he chose to break up with her, but after they separated, both of them felt heartbroken.